Every time I forget to move that around. I'm going to go ahead and move that around now. Let me move this up to somewhere over here. Because what happens after a scene is done, it automatically goes to the next scene, and the scene that is next is not that great. How's it going, Richard? I'm going to tell you guys right now, I had my air off all day because last night I set it to like 65, and then it started making like all these noises, and it's like, it's sweating, if you want to call it that, perspiring. So yeah, it's running nice and low now. Just trying to get it back up to a decent temperature up here, but it's a little toasty. It is toasty for sure. So I may make it an hour, I may not make it a full hour, depending on how much I can stand. I do have some water up here. Let me drink some water real fast. And let's click here. There we go. All right, so let me know your name, where you're from, and how hot is it? How hot is it over there? Man, it's here in the middle Tennessee, Nashville area. It is just so hot. It's burning up. And then my car is not blowing out cool air that great, especially when it's out in the hot sun all day. So just about the time I get home from work is when it starts blowing out halfway decent. But by then I'm like already sweaty and I'm basically driving with the windows down the whole way down. So I am plugged into the Toastmaster Pro, so we can play around with that today. But I want to know, here's my question for you guys today, or for you today. What is your favorite guitar effect? And that could be tremolo, it could be delay, reverb, overdrive, phase, flange, filter effects like wah-wah, octave pedals, all kinds of stuff. So let me know what you think. I have a few I probably have like top 3 on my list that I've used over the years. And pretty much my go-to for any preset or rig that I make on either a Headrush, a Helix, a Toastmaster Pro, a Fractal, Quad Cortex, a Kemper, pretty much all the major modelers out there. And all the modern modelers as well. My go-to is tremolo, with hands down. As long as I can have a clean amp with some good reverb and a little bit of tremolo on there for different nuances of a clean tone, then man, it's just, to me, it's nothing better. And it kind of harkens back to the days of just having a good Fender amp, and that's all you had on a Fender amp was tremolo and reverb. And so in my mind, it really helps you to think about not filling up your whole preset with just a bunch of stuff. Only put in there exactly what you need and what you're used to using, what you're comfortable with. Like before I left work, I had a HX Stomp hooked up to the interface, and all I had was the Clarity amplifier, and I actually had the DS1, the Boss DS1 overdrive or distortion, and a little bit of reverb, a little bit of tremolo, some delay in there, and my goodness, it just sounded really good. Okay. Phase shifter, yep, I like that one. That one's good. Francis DiMarzio. No relation to the pickups, I'm sure. What is your favorite guitar effect? It can be wet effects, it can be dry effects, it can be modulations, all kinds of stuff. Let me know in the comments. And what we can do is we can build a preset here. Okay. Now, if I go and show you my screen, in this preset, I mean, I can live on this preset for the vast majority of what I do. And what's cool about it, other than I'm out of tune, let me tune real fast here. All my guitars have been in a somewhat hot room all day, so it's natural for it to go out of tune a little bit. I was really wanting to leave it on, this morning, but it was condensating. That's the word I was looking for earlier. It was condensating, and it was making some weird noises. So I was like, well, I'm just gonna let it rest for today because it has been really hot. And if your air unit is working overtime right now, I mean it's working hard for you guys, and it's gonna show later this month when you get your electric bill. It's be like, hey, we were working overtime for you, and now you got to pay for it. So it's funny how life works that way. Jordan, what's up, man? Clone is my go-to. I don't push the gain a ton, just enough to clean up a gain instead of stacking for distortion. Yeah, I can see that. So chorus and flange, we can make a. So far we're gonna make some phase, chorus, flange, a clon, and let me know what kind of amp you want me to play, and I can build that. A good distortion sound is really great, like a Friedman amp with an overdrive. Okay, so we can do a Friedman type thing too. That is all very possible. So let's go here to a new. Actually, that's not very new. Let's go here. Okay. So far what I've heard is we want a Friedman, some kind of distortion stuff, phase, flange. Okay. So let's go ahead and go to modulation. Let's go ahead and bring in let's do a 3D chorus, because why not? Let's go, and we need phase and flange, don't we? Now, flanger, I really like the Electric Mistress. So the electric flanger is that pedal, essentially. And if you heard, what song is it from Feedback Revival? It's one of my old band, one of the songs from my old band. It was, I'm feeling charismatic. It's called Charismatic. The intro to that song has this cool swell type sound in it. And on my guitar, I had a Electric Mistress on that swell. So as it moved in closer and closer, it just had this really awesome what am I looking for? Phase. Phase 90 is. Let's actually try both of these. Let's do the phase 90 and let's do the Little Rock phaser. Okay. And Little Rock is another word for stone phaser. Okay. So you kind of have to know your phasers back in the day. But we got a stone phaser, we have a phase 90, we have Electric Mistress, we have a 3D chorus. And some of these I like before distortion and some I like after. So for example, if I go in and I put an amp, let's put an amp head here. We're going to do some heads and then have a single cab at the end. So let's try the BE100. But I'm telling you, the 5150 amps are outstanding on the ToneMaster Pro. Really stinking good. I mean, golly. I couldn't ask for anything more out of those amps, really. We can do a 1x12. Yeah, we can also do some kind of. Let's do a vintage 30 from Freeman. How about that? And we'll go in and make the amp or the cab, sorry, the microphone on the cap edge. And we can actually, let's do that. You can add another cab, interestingly enough. I kind of want to add another microphone, but I'm not seeing how to do that right this second. It's weird. Okay, it's fine. So there's that. We're going to need a tremolo in here because me personally, I just like having tremolo. And we're just adding all the effects. And this is what's great about maulers is if you don't have all these pedals, you have to go buy them, and then you have to arrange them on a pedal board in some form or fashion and find power supplies and patch cables and all the stuff. And then you get tired of a pedal, so you try to sell it and you lose money on it, and then you buy another pedal for like twice as much, and it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Okay, I'm actually going to add some verb to the end here. Let's check some more comments. Richard, this is the Tonemaster Pro. The stereo doubler right off the cab is awesome to play with. Okay, we can work on the stereo doubler. Let's do a very, very basic. Let's do like a 63 spring reverb here. Okay, we want a stereo doubler. It's probably going to be in pitch, maybe. Filter and pitch. Pedal shifter. I'm not seeing it. I know they gotta have a stereo doubler somewhere. It's probably, there it is. It's in the delay section. Okay, so we'll try that out. Okay, and let's turn all these off here, except for the Freeman. Well, we'll actually turn off the Freeman as well. And this is what Landon told me last week. He said, dude, just take your mouse and like drag, or take your finger on the screen and drag it over. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, we are going to add another head. And honestly, the Blues Juniors are great. The Fender Twin is really, really, really good. The Marksman Channel 1 is super clean. There's a JC Clean. Let's try a JC Clean. I don't really play with this a whole lot. And I feel like this has some other things on it as well. Okay. So there's that. Okay. I also like having an EQ. To me, another definitely another pedal that's essential is a EQ. Okay, I like scooping out a little 750, maybe boosting a little 80 or so. Just get a good smiley face going here. Something like that. Okay. Just scoop it out, get it a little Fendery. Jordan, yes, the Celestial Verb is cool. Not too much in the mix. I agree. I agree about that. Let's go over here. Let's add. So you can see we can add a lot of stuff in here. All kinds of stuff. And on that Celestial, we'll make the mix nice and low. I don't know what I'm playing. D-Tune. Yeah, D-Tune is really good. Let's put the D-Tune before let's put it before the dirt. We're just going to play with all this stuff. Detune is also great. It's under delay. I'm not, let's see. Stereo doubler, digital delay. So I think detune would be under pitch. Yeah, the pedal detune. And this typically, this is like a whammy type thing. So for me, it's always before dirt, always. Okay, there's that. We got put in a clon. And so far, so good. We're not running out of juice. So we actually have a gold clon and a silver clon. I really don't know which one I prefer. They're both fine. Do something like this. Okay, I'm wanting to hold my pick and then I have to set it down to like click on a mouse. So, all right. So for example, we got the detune pedal back on with the clon. Okay, a lot of stuff going on there. We got different positions. All right, now, what we got to do is we got to get to a good blank slate here to where we just have the essentials on for our core sound. Okay, we're going to save this. We're going to call this best effects. Okay, and we can go in and start making different scenes here. All right, so scene 1 is going to be detune, clon. Okay, and then we'll actually turn those on. Turn it on. There you go. Now, we should have, see, there's the bass, and there's our detune clon right there. Okay, so going back to the bass, we can now do another scene. This is going to be let's put the phase and flange stuff across the top. So let's do one of them be phase. We're just doing this one at a time, by the way. So we got that, and okay, pretty nice. We'll go ahead and save it. We're now going to go to another scene. Call this E Miss for Electric Mistress. And then going back, and we're going to turn on that one. And maybe, just maybe, I think we're good so far. We don't have a delay in here. Let's make sure we add a delay. Just put it right after that. Go to delay. We will do all of them are good, honestly. I like the ping pong. Ping pong is cool. We got the mix. All right. So as I'm doing this, make sure you're asking any questions that you want. I don't want this to be about me. But you can just kind of see the process of taking a modeler and just building a preset with it. You can do this with any modeler. It doesn't have to be a Toolmaster Pro. I could easily do this with a headrush or a fractal, which I have over here. The Kemper is a little different, but it's not too bad. All right, so there's the ping pong. Okay, we got that going. We're going to turn the depth down a little bit. Cool. All right, let's go back and let's do a nice chorus. Now the chorus and the stereo doubler are going to be very, very similar. Okay, they just are. But it is what it is. So we'll turn off this ping pong. We'll go to chorus. Okay, I like that, but let's try just a regular chorus pedal. Okay, not too bad. We'll save it. We gotta have a tremolo in here. We're using up all our slots. Tremolo. Okay. Make sure that's on. I do like having some ping pong delay on. Okay, we'll save that. We're getting down here. So we're gonna make another scene. Let's go to let's make a rhythm. And this is gonna be the Friedman on. Like so. Make sure our amp level's all the way up. Okay, we can actually on, maybe not on this one, but on the next one, we're going to turn on, actually I got two more. I do have two more. Okay, let's do this. Let's make this a lead. And then we'll do one more with the crazy effect of like some detune or something at the very end. Maybe like a more ambient type lead sound. So make sure that ping pong is on. We're going to have the clon be on. But see how it set the scene edit? So we're going to turn this gain all the way down, turn the output up a good amount. Like so. Maybe we'll turn off the EQ so we get a little barkier sound. Make sure this is up. The same goes for the mix of the delay. We can turn that down per scene, which is great. So it works very similar to how the Line 6 Helix works in that regard. Okay, and then last one, we're going to do what's happening here? We'll just do one more. I think there's a way to copy a scene, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. This is going to be ambient lead of some sort. So this one's going to be bypassed. This one's going to be unbypassed. We are going to have the clone on. Turn the gain down, the output up, maybe the treble up a little bit. The delay is going to be on, but not up as high. We will turn the stereo doubler on. This will be fun. And we'll have a little bit of celestial reverb in there as well. We'll have the high cut be up a little bit. All right, so. All right, so you can see we have a lot going on here in this preset. But thanks to the beautiful scene setups, we can go back to our bass. Make sure I turn off the ping pong. Actually, I can just leave that on, but maybe turn it down a little bit more. Put on a quarter note, turn the feedback down. Something like that. Okay, pretty good with that. Okay, so there's our bass. Let's go to tremolo. Detune clone. Make sure I save that. Yep. Okay, we got phase. A little electric mistress. Okay, a little chorus. Yeah, Jimmy Blues, that is a ToneMaster Pro. Okay, I'm using the desktop app so you can see what I'm editing. And if you really enjoy like real graphics, and also if you click on anything, you can reach over and use the knob to change things on the screen. Like if I go here to the amp, I can change like the mids with the knob on the unit, which is cool. You can also use the mouse and just, you know, do that kind of stuff. But way better to me. I mean, all maulers have some sort of what do they have? They have some sort of desktop editor. The Headrush finally added one this last year, which is long overdue. But like really, like finally, guys, like come on, we've been waiting all this time. But not everyone does it the same. So I mean, Headrush has a web browser based editor. This one is just an app you download on your computer. Helix has one that you just download to your computer. Kemper has one you just download to your computer. You can also use it on a phone. Stuff like this. Last time I checked, I probably need to download a new new something. Anyway, it's trying to connect here, but it's not gonna do it. I need to update something on my end. Actually, no, there it is. There it is. So there's the app right there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Okay. So I can go in now on my phone, and now you can see the dial change on your screen as I change it on my screen. So pretty stinking cool, guys. And it's quick and intuitive, and you don't have to like mess with like instruction manuals and stuff. You literally just turn on and there it is. So now once again, I got a tremolo sound in here. Okay, going to rhythm, which is the Friedman. All right, let's check our levels here. Let's make sure we bring this down. Okay, something like that. Hopefully, so I'm gonna have to go change all this. If I take it off a scene edit, then it will just stay the same for all the scenes. So let's make sure my, there we go. That makes it a little bit easier. Then the phase is going to have the scene edit off. Like so. The electric mistress is going to have the scene edit off. I'm just going through and resaving all my settings here. Because what I want to do is make sure I'm getting a nice level volume between, or equal volume between the Friedman and the JC Clean. Okay, and then I go back to my bass scene. Okay, not too bad. Not bad at all, mate. We'll turn the master up. Yeah, scene edit, scene edit, scene edit. Just saving all this stuff. Not too bad. I like pig squeals. Yes, I do. I like pig squeals. How about you? All right, now one thing I feel like I'm missing here is I want a little bit of compression. Because those clean tones are very clean and they're not very forgiving either. Let's use a simple compressor and keep it on like a medium sound. Maybe on the low setting. Okay, it just helps to smooth things out a little bit more. Go to our rhythm sound. We will turn that off. Make sure we save every time. Go to our lead, turn that off. Now, the reason why I have to backtrack like this is you really need to, before you start creating scenes, you need to try to have everything in the preset that you think you're going to need. Otherwise, you're going to have to go back and you have to backtrack and turn things on and off and reset the scenes different ways. Okay, so. Yeah, there you go. Let's see. I picked up the TMP a month ago. Love it. It's replacing the MX5. There you go. I hope you used my affiliate link, Jimmy Blues. I know you did. I know you used my affiliate link because you want to help support the channel here and what I do. The Fender FR is way nicer. I agree. The Fender FR12 and the 10 are both outstanding. It is always too goofy. Yeah, woofy. The Fender comes in with a top EQ. I agree. Jordan, that is right. And it looks like a real amp on stage, too. It looks the part. It sounds the part. You can run any line input through it, and it just sounds amazing. So I have no issues with it. Yeah, Francis, I went crazy on buying too many Kiesels. And I've picked the ones I like, and I'm selling off the rest. So, and I'm not going to miss them. I'd rather not have the debt. So, I did send out an email to my subscriber list or my email list. If you are interested in buying a Kiesel guitar for a decent deal, I'm not going to give them away. But if you got the money for a good custom guitar for about probably about $500 to $1,000 less than what you would normally pay for, then hit me up. I can make you a good deal. The EVH FR. Ooh, that'd be fun. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, you either go to Sweetwater, you go to Guitar Center, all the things, right? I don't care. I mean, it is what it is. You're going to buy it from somewhere, and if you just happen to be buying it online, preferably Zounds.com, because I get more commission from them than I do on Sweetwater. Hint, hint. Yeah, it's just you get 12 months, same as cash, financing, and free shipping, easy returns, no credit checks. Zounds.com is really, really good. So, but Guitar Center is great as well. And Guitar Center, guys, trust me, I worked at Guitar Center for about 4 months back in 2019, right before the pandemic. And you could not make money there. It was almost impossible because everyone's either buying online or doing whatever. So I applaud you for helping to feed a poor Guitar Center employee and his family by buying from them and not using an affiliate link from me. So totally understand all that, and I'm not sad about it. Okay. But if you're going to shop online anyways, next time you're on you go to Amazon or Sweetwater or Zounds or something, be sure to click on the link in my description of pretty much any of my videos, and whatever you purchase after that will go to help support what I do here online. So. Yeah, the compressor is really helping to smooth everything out a little bit more. We can probably tame the treble a little bit, turn up the mids. That's what I was hearing, was just a little too much bite on the top end. And I am on the bridge in second position here. I can go to the neck pickup. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's go to our lead sound. And of course, I didn't save all that. So let's go back here. Let's go back here. Let's save it. There we go. All right, rhythm. Okay, here's my lead, which for some reason is a little bit lower in volume. Let's check that out. Why are we lower in volume? Why are we lower in volume? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe it's the delay time is muddying it up a little bit. Not sure. It's probably fine though. Okay. Maybe, just maybe. I think the difference is the EQ is on. I think that's what it is. And also the gain is probably up a little bit. That's what it is right there. So turn that off, and now we got a little bit of delay, and then we get the ambient lead going with the detune. And then go and make sure we have that EQ turned off, so it's about the same volume. So you can hear with the stereo doubler that it is widening out the sound in my headphones and also in your ears on whatever device you're listening through right now. We also have different layers. Let's keep it on one. There's also variation. Yeah, it sounds pretty great. And then I turn it all back off, and there's a clean sound again. Okay. Ooh, guys, I'm burning up over here. I'm burning up so bad. It's hot. Dwight Bailey, what's up, man? If you're a fan of that Yamaha, which I am, if you have the green one, you would love the Schecter Blackjack Solo. I just picked up one up, and it plays similar. PF style pickups sound incredible. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I think they're good. I think they're really good workhorse guitars. You can buy this Revstar for $849 from Zounds or Sweetwater, or Amazon, I'm sure. And Jimmy, don't worry about it. If you think about it, if you got something to buy and you're going to do it online, then just click through my link and I'd appreciate it. Also, GC has a 48-month on all new Schecters deal going on right now. Well, unfortunately, Jordan, I am not in the market to buying any more guitars. I have my Kiesels right over here, which let me go ahead and grab. I'm going to grab the 7-string real fast. Tuner on. There we go. All right. This is the second Kiesel that I ever bought. The first one was an A2 neck through something, a neck through of some sort. Let me check the tuning on this, just make sure. This has a low B on the bottom, and it plays and sounds great. And this was actually my first 7-string guitar. And it took me about a week to get used to that extra bottom string. But once I figured it out, I was like, wow, this is actually really cool. All right, close enough. Let's go to my rhythm sound. Yeah, so basically a 7-string gives you 4 extra, is it 4? No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 extra notes, okay? Because here's your E, which is the same as your normal bottom string. And then you got D sharp, D, C sharp, C, and then B on the open string. So I'm sweating up a storm over here. It is hot. Albert King tone with a TMB acoustic 260 amp. I'm sure you did. I am sure you did. Let's actually make one of those real fast. Let's just go check out the amp. Now that Jimmy has suggested something. So it's the acoustic. My wife is calling. Let's see. It's going to be at the bottom here. I do need to make a video going over all the new amps, the new bass amps. These are really good. It's probably under amp heads, maybe. Well, there's an acoustic sonic amp. Is that what you're talking about? The acoustic 260 amp? There's a studio preamp and there's a tube preamp. I'm not sure about a 260. The only acoustic one I know of is the acoustic sonic here. Yeah, interesting. We'll go here. We'll go to cabinets. See what kind of cabinet they have. Okay, I'm not seeing the acoustic sonic cabinet. We'll just go with the Uber 30. No, we'll go with the V30 from Mega. So yeah, I don't know. Acoustic 260 amp. That's great. But this is really meant for like acoustic guitars. I like the let's replace this. I like I really like the Blues Junior. The LTD is good as well. Just other version you get is really good. Hear that? You can get a nice crunchy sound out of it. You can also turn down the main volume here. You can also go to preset settings and make sure your preset volume's all the way up. So all right, guys, I am going to add the Best Effects preset. And I lost it because I didn't save it. The Best Effects preset to my ToneMaster Pro preset pack on my website. So if you want to help support the channel in that way, you don't have to buy a brand new ToneMaster Pro from an affiliate link, but you can pay a one-time fee and get all the presets I ever make on these units. I will have links down in the description for that. So if you want to help support me in that way, that'd be awesome. And I am going to go probably go mow the yard after dinner because it's already hot anyway, and I'm not going to take a shower now and then get all sweaty trying to mow the yard. So yeah, if you like the sound and you like the scenes that we set up, you can try that out at on your own time, either by following along with the video here or just going and buying the preset pack, and I'll have that available for download in there. So thanks guys for watching. Appreciate everyone coming in each week and sticking around and hanging out with me, and leaving comments in the chat, and let me know I'm not alone in the world. Otherwise I'm just talking to myself over here, not doing anything but other than just playing guitar, probably doing stuff I would be doing anyways. I'm just trying to help inspire and educate the next generation of rock stars out there. So I am wearing a different headset. I've been using this for about a month now, for maybe about 3 weeks, about 3 weeks to a month. It kind of helps, I can turn my head different ways and you can still hear me without having to have a microphone like always right in my face. Then when I turn this way, I'm away from the mic and all this stuff. So workflow wise, this is working for me. Just make sure the tone of everything is there, so it sounds good on your end as well. But with all that said, be sure to subscribe down below and click the bell. Go check out the ToneMaster Pro presets on my website, drmcfarlandstudios.com, and stay tuned for more videos coming next week, or actually the rest of this week and the rest of the month. And I will be doing a Headrush live stream very soon, so we can dial in some rigs for that. And until next time, I'm Dr. McFarland. I will see you in the next video. Keep rocking.